1, don't focus on the MMR. This is simple, but really hard to put into practice. Recognize that MMR will fluctuate very heavily and just play for the love of the game. So I've been having a lot of success with this recently, just trying to only play Dota when I really want to play Dota 2. When I'm just happy to be in the Dota engine, like CSing and just running around freaking it on my Lesh or something. And the hard part about this is that, at least for me, the line blurs between this and playing for wins. But there's definitely a line. It's subtle, but you have to catch it, because if you're playing just because you want the feeling that a win gives you or because you want MMR and not actually to play Dota, you're gonna, one, play a lot worse, and you're gonna get more frustrated, and it's gonna be like a negative experience. But damn guys, if I'm just happy to be there in the Dota engine, I play immaculately and I'm vibing way too hard because Dota is just a beautiful game. Second tip is to push the creep waves, guys. Just try and push as many waves as you can throughout the game. Only good things happen when you do this. I can and will make a whole video on why this is good. Third tip is to get a girlfriend. Just kidding. 4 is to play around the mid lane when you're strong. There's always a ton of traffic mid. If you go there when you're on a power spike item timing for your hero, good things will very likely happen. Fifth tip is that if you don't want me to be homeless, download Raid Shadow Legends. That's a joke, guys, but in all seriousness, the amount of you that download Raid and complete the tutorial is going to make or break me being able to give you guys Dota content for the long term. Because Game Leap, that noob speed, is supporting me, so I can do this full time right now with their support. And if they continue supporting me, depends on how many of you download Raid and complete the tutorial. And if they stop supporting me, again, I won't be able to justify doing this full time. And then the Dota content, this Dota content you know and love, goes poof. I don't want that. You guys don't want that. Go try out Raid. And it's actually really chill. I told Game Leap I wouldn't have taken this deal if I like really dislike Raid. Click the link in the description and get 2 legendary champions and 3 epic champions. And this is like $200 worth of stuff, or like 6 to 12 months of free-to-play grinding. 6 is to focus on your 10-minute net worth if you play core, particularly if you play 1 and 3. Mid is a bit different, but the reason why you want to focus on this is because everything in Dota compounds. So if you lock in to getting a strong 10-minute net worth number, then you will very likely scale into a beast in the game and be very strong and very powerful and have high impact in the game. And this is how you win Dota games. You get strong and powerful and have high impact. Tip number 7 on theme is that the wisdom runes are broken, especially the 7 and 14-minute wisdom rune because they're earlier. And the win rate, guys, if a team gets both wisdom runes at 7 minutes, is like 60%. Or something crazy, right? With nothing else considered, just period. And yes, but that is tip number 7 on purpose. You're welcome. I know I'm the thoughtful goat. 8 is to be conscious of the power runes in the mid and the late game. A lot of people just forget about the power runes, guys. But those things, they're called power runes for a reason. They're heckin' powerful, man. And they can be the difference between winning and losing a big fight if you get like a clutch arcane rune. Even on Radiance heroes, like illusion runes can triple your GPM for a minute. Insane. Tip 9, this one's for the supports out there. Pour one out for the supports because there have been a lot of core tips. Ask yourself, before you're gonna ward, ask yourself, do I feel safe right now on the map? And if the answer is yes, don't put a ward there. You want to ward in the enemy territory, not map that's already safe. Tip number 10, being proactive, guys, is always better than being reactive. There are a few things that Dota always rewards, period. Being proactive is one of them. It is always better to respond to enemy pressure with your own pressure. And if they're not pressuring you, apply pressure first. What does pressure mean? Just play on the enemy side of the map, go try to kill someone. Play the game. That's what I mean by pressure. So it's always better to respond to enemy pressure with your own pressure instead of reacting to their pressure. All right, I just spammed pressure. Maybe I'll make a whole video about this because it is like kind of a buzzword and there's a lot that I mean by it. But I think you guys know what I mean, like for these purposes. An example is that if the enemies are playing in your jungle, it's better to actually go forward on the map and enter their jungle and put vision there and start like farming that than to go backwards to your own jungle, right? You want to make them come into you and your vision on the enemy side of the map because it's closer to the objectives you want to take. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. Time and place to really like deep dive in is not now. Maybe I'll make a video on it. But this tip applies to more than just like that super macro sense. If you're just the guy making the play, like you want to be the guy making the plays, call for the smoke, right? Go try to kill somebody. Dota rewards proactivity. Tip number 11 is related, and it's that playing in the enemy jungle is goated. And it's a very common noob mistake to not play in the enemy jungle as often as you should. Typically, after you take their safe lane tier 1 tower, Walk in the enemy jungle, ward it. You will kill a lot of noobs there who think that they're safe in their own jungle. And then after you kill the noobs, if you're in the enemy jungle, guess what you can do? Take the objectives, guys, because you're close to the objectives when you're in the enemy jungle. But if you're in your own jungle, you're not close to the objectives. So you can't take them after you get a kill. Crazy, right? Crazy. Tip 12 is play heroes that can be played in multiple roles to win more role queue games. Hero mastery is really important for winning, like being super comfortable on a hero. So if there's a hero you like that can be played in multiple roles, play it in multiple roles. A good example of this right now is like Undying. It can be played 3, 4, 5, but there are a lot of other examples too. Tip 13 is control your inner freak. Okay. So you do want to get really freaky, and I say control it for a reason because you want to harness it. Right, you want to get freaky when you hit a strong timing. Push your limits, kill the noobs, get freakier than you think you can get, but only when you hit a really strong timing, right? And these timings depend on the hero you're playing, but you need to overstep your bounds to learn the limit. So I guess a better way to phrase this tip would be like, go freak it more than you think on a timing. But when you're not on the timing, play stable. All right, tip number 14, guys, and this is a good one. It's be locked in from wave 1. A lot of the time, I mean, Dota is a super unforgiving game. We know this. And so a lot of the time, the lane will just already be decided from the first 2 waves. And if you're the tryhard that laser focuses on every single creep, wave 1 and wave 2, you will get the advantage you need to win the Dota game. I feel like a lot of people just handshake on giving 60% effort each during the first few waves. And it's pretty easy to separate yourself here. And just, again, laser focus on every creep. And it's the really easy way to like win your lanes, honestly, because every creep matters. The way it works also, because every creep is a higher proportion of your net worth and your XP, the earlier you get, the more every single creep matters, right? So a lot of people just like don't think about it like that. And they just like autopilot wave 1 if they're not like fully locked in. I don't know why. Tip 15 is stop taking ancient creeps too early or too late. Be aware of when your hero can farm ancients efficiently and then start working them in as fast as possible. They're just the most efficient farm on the map. Really good. And there are a lot of ancient camps these days. 16, minimize your deaths. No secret sauce here. Just read the fight and read the map to not get picked off. Dying is game losing, and people like culturally, guys, dying is like way too normalized in the Dota community. Like I'll tune into like people's streams and they'll be like, you know, 6 and like 5, and even 5 deaths in a ranked game is like too much. Like you can't carry a game if you have more than 2 or 3 deaths. I mean, depending on your role, deaths matter more, but even on support, like my good support games, it's like 2, 2 and like 40, right? Dying is really bad. Stop normalizing dying, guys. It's not chill. In these streams that I tune into, like people's chats will be like coping for them, and it's like you can't expect to win the game if you have this many deaths. You just can't. 17, think about the why behind your decisions constantly. Try not to autopilot. Tip number 18, if you feel hard stuck, focus on one specific main theme that you want to improve every game. Even if it's like kind of a small detail, what this will do is it will lock you in and make you present, and it will allow you to enter a flow state and you'll improve, right? Dota is about improving one small thing at a time. An example of this could be something as broad as I want to focus on freaking it on my timings, or as detailed as I want to focus on creep aggroing in the lane and then denying my range creep once the enemy creeps start hitting my range creep. If you focus on one thing like that, it just like centers your gameplay in a really nice way, but don't overload yourself. Like one thing at a time is the best way that I've found to go about it. Tip number 19, guys, stop coping. It is not your team's fault. And last tip, guys, tip number 20, play more protective of your own game. This kind of goes with the dying less tip, and care less about what kind of game your teammates have. This is a huge misconception, right? If you want to carry games from any role, all you need to do is maximize your hero's impact. You can't rely on your teammates to have consistent impact, but you can rely on yourself. And this is what people are missing when I talk about this. It's that you need to help yourself so you can help your team later. And the way that you help yourself is by scaling, becoming strong. Like I said earlier, you want to become strong, powerful, and impactful. That's how you win Dota games. So there will be a lot of moments where you, again, help yourself in the moment to help your team later. Guys, this is a new style of video for me. So like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of it. Oh, also comment any tips that you guys think that I missed, because I might include them in a future video. And if I include it, I will shout you out. Also, I'm curious like how people process improving at Dota, and like different tips help different people. So let me know if there are any tips that you've heard from me or from, you know, other Dota creators, other Dota friends that have been helping you guys out.